Tu hai per tutto il tempo che vuoi.
Thank you, Patricio. I want to thank you, Gianluca, Massimo, Max, Manuela, everybody on the staff here for how nicely I've been treated and being given this wonderful opportunity to talk to all of you people. I want to start by telling you the problems or the myths, the lies that I was taught when I was growing up about how scientists are and what scientists do. So the myths: scientists are geniuses. Scientists' experiments work every time the first time. Scientists use the scientific method. They think about a hypothesis, do the work, and it works beautifully. Scientists work alone, although they might have an assistant named Igor. And then finally, from all the examples of Galileo, Newton, Einstein, all scientists, except for Marie Curie, are white men, and white men of European descent or European. All of these are not true, and I try to give you the examples from the work on green fluorescent protein to show how all of these are incorrect. So let me start by telling you what I really work on. I work on this small 1 millimeter long worm, and I study nerve cell development. And in the course of our studies, we clone various genes, and one of the first questions we want to ask is, where is the gene active? And in 1989, when we were doing these experiments, there were many ways of being able to see where a gene was active. But all of these had a problem. We had to prepare the sample. We had to kill the specimen. We had to prepare it so we could get reagents into it. And this meant we had a very static view of what life was. We'd always have to redo it. So it was a lot of work. This slide also lets me explain my color code. You see these two individuals here whose names are in red. Anyone whose name is in red is someone who has worked in my laboratory. Anyone whose name is in blue is a collaborator. And anyone whose name is in black is someone who did something I wish I had done. And one of those people is this man, Osamu Shimomura. Osamu Shimomura started a very interesting non-medical question that he was trying to address. He wanted to know how it was that this jellyfish was green, why it produced a green light. And he was very curious about this. And in 1961 and 1962, he studied this, and this is where the idea of the scientific method comes in. He would take the jellyfish, he'd prepare the proteins from them, he'd try to isolate the protein that was producing light, and he failed all the time. Finally, one day, he worked late into the night, the experiment failed again. He could not find the light-producing protein. He said, that's it, I'm going home, it's late. He takes all the samples, he throws them in the sink. In the sink are jellyfish parts and some seawater. He turns off the light. He's just about to go home. He looks back at the sink. It's glowing brightly, bright blue light.